Hey there, and welcome back to the Soul Train, a Monster Train 2 series for the Soul Savior game mode. This is the third time I've had to do that intro because I kept saying Monster 2 Train, and I couldn't figure out why my intro sounded weird. I had to listen to it back to myself just to figure it out. Apparently, when you say Soul Train followed by Monster Train, it just really frags my brain. So, incredible. Anyway, welcome back. We are playing more of the Soul Savior game mode. I'm still enjoying this quite a tremendous amount. The general flow for this on the channel is that it's doing decently, right? It's a Monster Train game series, so people are watching it, which is great news. Obviously, I think the best performing videos right now are just regular Monster Train 2 videos. I'm not surprised. I'm kind of the Monster Train 2 guy. I guess that makes sense. Slay the Spire 2 is cratering right now, but the more important thing is that this series is doing pretty well, actually. So we're going to continue on with that. I am hopeful that eventually Shiny Shoe adds some logbook support to this game mode. There are three things missing from this game mode I think it really needs, and I'll just kind of briefly touch on that. One, it needs a logbook page to track some kind of completion. I don't know if it needs to be the same as the base logbook, right? I don't know if it needs to be every single clan combo in Soul Savior and then you get a crown if you do the top difficulty or something. But what I do think could be possible is perhaps soul combinations or something, like soul permutations, and then the actual clans don't matter as much. That might be more interesting, I don't know. Either way, I think it needs some kind of tracking, some sort of you've won, and therefore you get a little blip somewhere and you can play the runs you haven't won with yet. I personally think soul combos, like starting combos, would be the most interesting. And with 3 starting souls at the top end, then you get pretty interesting sort of permutations there. It makes it different than the base game. The other thing I think this needs is cosmetics. I think this needs at least a card back, right? A card frame. And alternatively, they could do a room, right? A train room like in the base game. That would also be cool, like a Soul Savior space themed sort of train room. They need a cosmetic, something to work towards, probably tied to the logbook page, right? The other thing this needs, and I'm going to briefly spoil my run history real quick. Look at this. I love this. I'm doing really good on normal runs and constant restarts on Soul Saviors, but because it's really hard. But I think you need to be able to generate seeds, right? I want to be able to send this challenge link to somebody else from a previous run and have them play it. I think that's important for getting kind of the community involved in this, right? I'd like to see challenging Soul Savior runs from people, I think that would be very interesting. That part of community is important for longevity. Those are the three things I'm really hoping we still see. The recent ballads patch is looking good. I mean, they touched on a few souls. I'll briefly mention it. I don't actually have Butterball 3 unlocked, but it did get shaved a bit, which I think makes sense. Based on conceptually how this works, I think that tracks. Mean Mug got hit. The Celebrate was reduced from 5 to 4, and the base Avarice from 12 to 9, which is a pretty sizable nerf. I still think this is incredibly powerful. So, it's fine. The fact that I'm really looking at this and I still think this is a bonkers soul tells me that the nerf was totally justified, right? I actually think they could have gone harder on this. Money is so powerful, especially Avarice, which generates money pretty consistently throughout a combat. This can be very... And this is also scaling? I mean, come on. This doesn't even need the scaling on the tail end. Just be a money relic. Or rather, a money soul, and this would be awesome. But this one's completely unhinged, in my opinion, so I think the nerf was warranted. And then Grump got side-graded. This is interesting because it used to be on strike you gained 2 health permanently. Now it's on action you gain 3. I think this is much more regulated. The idea here is that previously, if you had something that hit multiple times, like a sweeper, you would just become an absolute chungus, right? You'd sweep, hit the whole floor, gain like 15 health. If you had multi-strike, you'd be gaining like 30 health per round of combat. It's honestly simply too much. It's way too fast. This is much more metered, but I also think can result in a much more powerful thing in the end because you're not reliant on multi-strike, right? So the fact that it's +3 means you're 50% stronger up until your first steel shop. That actually adds up. So I think that this is, it feels like a side grade to me, and I'm kind of happy with the change overall. It still feels very strong, which I think is the most important thing. Those were the three major changes that I recognized in Soul Savior. Obviously, there were some other things as well. Changes to the combats. They made the early game a little easier in Tangle and Overgrowth, which is cool, so that hopefully you don't die horrendously in the beginning, which is great. And then they also sort of smoothed out what was the other part of it? That's the main thing, I think. There was something else that I'm missing. Fixed a ton of bugs, which are awesome. A lot of things that are especially related to the souls. So a lot of things where the soul wouldn't behave right or something would break, stuff like that. So yeah, I think that's where we're at. Overall, a good patch. We're on 2.2 right now, so that's exciting. That's further than Monster Train 1 ever got, so that's great. If we can get another patch, that'd be cool. There's still things I think they should work on, and I think that's worthwhile, but for now, I'm happy. So let's hit the depart. I'm going to talk about what we're going to do for this run. So I want to start by saying I want to play Butterball. This is something I haven't played in a while, or ever, honestly, but it's one I've been talking about for a while is what I mean to say. Now, Butterball is good, but at the same time, I'm going to need Butterball on one unit, and I'd like another soul on another unit to benefit from it. It could be Mean Mug, possibly. Could be something else. We could also go with a global soul. I was considering Lil Cat, because it gives stats to the thing that then gets eaten, which I think is particularly relevant. I think that seems like a strong enough play. We obviously could pick Showtime. Showtime's probably stronger overall, but meh. You know, this is the first time I'm actually looking at Wormgut seriously. This looks like a really strong soul, right? It's a space relic, and then if you play normally, which is, you know, you just put train stewards on the other floors, you get 1 ember per turn, and it's also an ember relic. It's pretty cool. Now, this doesn't help in deployment, so there's that element of a challenge, but still. You know, I think that's actually one of the reasons why Solaris is strong, but at the same time is not as strong as I'd like. You know, if this hit deployment ember a little bit, I think that would be awesome. And then Wormgut has the same issue, right? No deployment ember, which is what you really want from a boss relic. That's part of what makes Silver so strong, is that it says +1 ember, the artifact. That also gives deployment ember, which is actually extremely huge. Also, the fact that it's an artifact means it affects deployment, whereas these other ones do not. So kind of fancy, but anyway, I think we'll probably go Lil Cap here. This seems fun. I think this is probably not the strongest starter we could have, especially because neither of these are upgraded, but, you know, that's fine, right? We should still be able to win, right? Here's hoping. We are going to stay on Tangle. We're not stepping up until I have the 3rd soul unlocked, which does mean if I want to unlock the other souls, to be clear, I need to play some of the other clans. So I need to play some of the OGs here. So I think I'm going to squeeze in one of them. I want to have a Hellhorned here. I was thinking about it, like, what is the best clan to benefit from Butterball? And I actually think Hellhorned is probably the most attractive here. And we can play some Prince at the same time. That seems fun. Get him in here and have some good times with old Prince boy. So that's fun. You know, a Demon Fiend would be a big hit here, obviously. But there are other things. Alpha Fiend could be good. He punches, then he gets eaten, kind of thing. Also, remember that endless on the Butterball unit means you can keep feeding it. So it's really good if the Butterball unit is also a super tank, can tank for your floor, then gets eaten. Very cool. Now, Wormkin I'm not so sure about. I mean, obviously they have big guys, but I'd like to unlock some other stuff if at all possible. We could bring Railforged in. That's not bad, I suppose. Railforged gives armor, which is not terrible, but it doesn't synergize quite well with Butterball. Pyreborne looks pretty fun, right? I'm kind of thinking about it. Let's play a Pyreborne run, and let's do Firestarter or Whelp. Do Firestarter, that just seems better. Part of what I'm thinking here is if you could feed, say, a Demon Fiend and do a Hot Head, you could do some pretty awesome things. I think there's a lot of cool stuff you can do here. And Prince versus Phoenix, I mean, I think they're both pretty good, honestly. I think Reaper's buff is a huge swing in terms of value for the champion. But yeah, I think this is fine. I don't have to worry about it too much. Let's play with Prince some more. I think I'm good with it. This will unlock some stuff on Hellhorned. We'll get 2 brand new souls if I win here, and should be good. Cool, yeah. So that's our run. As always, do like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Let's click the button and do this. I'm already 10 minutes in. Chop, chop, let's go. One of the challenges with this series, I've always got a lot to talk about, right? I've got a lot of things to say up front when I explain like what I'm trying to unlock and what I'm trying to play and describing the run structure of what we're coming up with. So I feel like I just talk a lot more in the beginning of these episodes, which is kind of unfortunate. All right, anyway, I hope you're all doing well today. We're going to get into it. I'm doing just fine, making good progress on recording. Today we are default Hellhorned, default Pyreborne. I think it's a good combo. We're facing Sibling Hierarchy Mecha. Mecha applies Rage 3 to enemy units on shift. That is scary. Huh, okay, fair enough. We have Duplicitous Tivy. Duplicitous. Tivy creates a copy of the front enemy unit on the floor at the end of the turn. If there are no enemy units, Tivy creates a Jeer Mask unit. Wow, okay, that's scary. He creates a copy of a unit. Spicy. Alright, fair enough. Okay. Lifemother is Swarm Host, Infested 2 on Harvest. Ooh, that's tough. And then we have Train Chomper Thaddeus, we know that one, and Inoculation Lilith. Yeah. Inoculation Lilith, I think, is actually her weakest one, her weakest variant, which means that she's more likely to be taken early if we have answers to second and first floor in the room. So basically, you want to have your first 2 units be tanking in order for the Witherbloom to not completely massacre you. You can't have a flimsy midline, basically. If we can answer that, which should be doable thanks to Butterball, right? Because Butterball would be in front plus the attacker in the stronger tanky guy in mid, so they should both be pretty good. And more importantly, Butterball does not bring over status effects, which is good and bad. Obviously, it's not superfood, which is probably balanced, but it also means we give up that Witherbloom that it takes, which is good. So fun. Cool. We have Vent, Golden Touch, Guildmonger. Guildmonger is honestly a fantastic unit for getting eaten. It's a wonderful Butterball unit because it can be eaten and then dies. Oh, but Extinguish isn't death, huh? Huh, yeah, no, you're right. Extinguish isn't death, so it's actually not good. Yeah, that's good to know. I had to think, I almost made that mistake. Well, I mean, almost. The run hasn't even started yet. Low cap, though, we got Pyre of Entropy, which means we should have the low cap synergy here, which is cool. I like that. I don't know, we'll see. I'm going to put this on a Shield Steward, I think, and then feed it into the Guildmonger, I guess. Or maybe feed it into something else. I don't know. We'll put it into a Shield Steward, though. I think that's correct. Attuned Manacles. The first time you summon a whelp on the turn, reduce the cooldown of friendly units on all floors by 2. Something they added here is 0 whelps. They tell you how many units in your deck are affected by this. So you don't have to check, which is cool. I actually think it's a nice touch. Trader's Quill will never activate right now. I might as well take the Attuned Manacles. This could be good for Reaper if we hit that, so we'll take it. Doesn't do anything right now. We do see Reaper, which is great. Reducing that cooldown will be fun. This could be a decent Wrathful play, but I think Reaper's probably it. Alright, we'll move on. This seems scary, right? But they made this first combat a little weaker, so we should be okay. I do think we need to take these trials, as is the case in the base of Monster Train 2. I think these trials are pretty important. So we're going to go ahead and play everything out. Big Chongo upstairs fed into Hornbreaker Prince is good. Okay, so drop in the Spear Steward, and then let's put... Now these guys, they get revenge. It's so tough. They get the buff on revenge, so burst 1. I still think it's correct to Pyrogel him. Tough. That's tough. We get the kill here. Alright, big man upstairs is looking pretty good. Let's ping the Collector at least. I think we can play a Spear Steward. No reason not to. We shouldn't ping them, though. Right? Try not to ping them if we can avoid it. I would sure like Money. I don't have any... No good... No backlines here, huh? No backlines. Let's hit him with the fire starter. I think that's acceptable. Nothing that really hit with golden touch for value, huh? That's annoying, but fair enough, I suppose. Okay, now, I think I can... What, ping here, and then, we almost get the Slay the Titan skin actually prevents it. I could self-ping for money here. I think I value my health upstairs simply too much, however. So we're going to ping out the one upstairs. Fine, I'm trying to save my Reaper play for Relentless. It seems very important. Ugh, saving 25 health might be more important, actually. This doesn't win, does it? I don't know. I think I have to click this, unfortunately. Because this guy, nothing puts him down. I think we have to click this. Saving 25 there is big. Let's put Fire Gel on the boss. I guess we can shoot him a couple times, right? Just do damage. We might be able to get this with Firestarter spam. Wow. Almost exact lethal. Barely get through this thanks to Firestarter spam. Okay, very cool, I guess. We'll take it. Fledgling Imp is pretty decent. Fortified Pauldrons might be really important. Wish I could look at the map. We don't know what the map is right now. Fortified Pauldrons might be pretty critical for keeping myself alive. Hard to say, huh? The Butterball. We could Butterball the Fledgling Imp. It's actually an interesting play. He's not very stat heavy, which is a bummer, but it does kill the Imp. I mean, I guess the Imp would tank anyway. We could take Ritual. Ritual's also excellent. Obviously. Tough. I think offensive scaling is probably the most relevant. If I see an Endless, it's probably... Whatever gets Endless is going to be the thing that has Butterball. So I don't think we'll take that. We'll take Ritual here. Okay. Alchemy is very good. I'd like to take Alchemy here. I'd like to get scaling. Of course, we save here. There's no reason to spend one. All right, let's see. I do need an early... What is it? Steel Shop. I think that's very important. So Lilith is potentially on the table. Mera. Mera is shift-based. Bosses enter with burst too. That's terrifying. Arms shop first versus trinket shop first. Saving the trinket steel Lightforge combo here is potentially great. Tivy got a forge artifact health, which is kind of garbage, I think. Interesting. I don't know, they need to upgrade well, but they're bad right now. You want more power here. I think we need a steel shop early. Mera's looking the best here, I think. And then we try to save Lilith for later. Especially because we don't answer Witherbloom right now. So let's take Mera and hope we don't perish. We're not getting any upgrades to Prince. Yeah, that's tough. We're going to go here, though. Health is no big deal. I'd like to see a Pyreborne unit here. I think that's more important than anything else. What is this? Void Armament is pretty good. I'm a big fan of that for our Prince. Right? That's solid. Sacrificial Chamber is interesting. Greed Dragon is probably the optimal Butterball unit, if I'm being honest with you. You find Endless for this dude. He summons, he gets strong, he gets stats. Those stats get transferred, he hits. He's a super tank. I think Greed Dragon must be it, and we will put the Greed Dragon Butterball on him. That's pretty cool. I am going to purchase Void Armament. I think it's important. I'm not going to grab Bloodthirsty Blade. What would I re-roll into? I mean, we should re-roll into something here. Steward's Quarters, huh? Steward's Quarters, 20 attack. I mean, that's interesting because Butterball on them is suddenly better. Meat Shield is probably not it. Deployment Ember, no. Do I purge anything here? I don't think so. We're going to be really struggling with these Vengeful Shards, funny enough, because we do not get Ember, so I am just going to be bouncing them pretty consistently. But because we have only the one right now, we don't get any extra card draw, so we get it's a pure penalty at this point. Hell Furnace, interesting. I don't think this is going to be it. None of these really stand out to me. Meat Shield is whatever. I think we chill. I could remove cards potentially, but I don't think any of them are punishing me yet. Let's move on. We didn't see anything great there. But Void Armament is something. I can at least put that on Prince. It's 1 Ember per turn. Okay, this is Corrin, it says. But it's actually a Thane. Did they fix this bug in the patch? I don't know. I'll have to check. We'll have to find out. Okay, so Greed Dragon gets fed into Prince. Prince will have 1 attack with an ability this combat. This is what, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a painful energy problem. Is 75 gold really worth this? I mean, I need to be able to upgrade my units very badly. A very scary combat in general. What's the... I can't play a ritual with this. Can't play the Void Armament with this. I think we have to keep this off. As sad as it is, I think we lose this combat with it off. Okay, so it is Prince, Greed Dragon, big stats, and then we put some other dudes downstairs, and we're chilling, right? All good. Okay, I am going to go ahead and airdrop in the Void Armament here, reminding myself that this is a haste combat. Mayra's combats are all that way. Spicy. Scary. I think a ping 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 using his ability here makes a lot of sense. And then he gets triple kills, which is good. I do think it's more correct to get the golden touch value here than anything else. I can do it and save 2 health on him. How do I feel about that? Or alternatively, I could get it in the back and just tank on the Spear Steward, and that's probably correct. It steals a Slay, but I think this is acceptable. We're doing plenty of damage here. Alright, fine. Okay, we're getting these crazy things that get burst on revenge here. Can I ever get the Slay? Probably not, right? Ugh, these things are horrifying. I think this is Torch on back into Vent on back. What am I trying to line up here? A kill with another future Vent, potentially? I think that's worth it. Alright, we'll do it. Take the 1 here. It's acceptable. Lose our guy downstairs. Yeah, okay. Oh my gosh. What just happened? Okay, I think we lose this combat, right? How in the... Wait a second. Isn't this illegal? Huh. Okay. Well, I guess we'll click buttons, but I don't see how... I mean... Excuse you? Burst 7? This thing's doing 12 by 7? Okay, bud. Okay. 72 damage from 1 lad. Alright, there's no hope. Alright. So this actually, they did fix this bug. It is actually Corrin now, which makes this combat horrifying. Corrin is way worse. This is Dutiful Sentinels? Yeah, okay, so they fixed the bug. It's no longer a Thane, it's Corrin, and you auto-lose if... Oh my gosh. Alright, fair enough, I guess. Jeez, we gotta restart the battle immediately. Getting medals in this is unhinged. Like, how in the world is anyone doing it? I don't even know. Unbelievable. I'm gonna play a shield steward and leave the guildmonger out. Part of the problem is I really need to... Like, I really need to get him fed and then get a unit in front of him. It's part of the challenge here. What if I just hit alchemy here and hard greed? Can I ever get this guy? I mean, I can stop the vent. I mean, I can do what? Vent, fire starter, and then we clear some stuff here. I don't get any slays, unfortunately, but it's fine, I suppose. I queue them up for something else. I can put a tank in now, this is solid, right? I need to respect the enemies, right? So we gotta hit these guys. I'm not gonna use his ability yet, but I mean, they just insta-give me. It's like, how am I supposed to win this combat? What is happening here? Okay, I mean, I do want to play... Ugh, this void armament has to go down, but also, if I'm not clearing the waves... This combat is obscene. Hold up, am I just dead here? Like, straight up, I don't see how we get past this combat here. This is horrifying. Maybe Mero was the absolute worst pick. This combat became so deadly with Corrin. She shifts everyone, what, 3 more times? You pull them from top down to bottom, which is 1 shift. Then they elevate with you again. Okay, I mean, I don't see how we live, right? On the one hand, I need to tank for him. On the other, I don't see how we win if I don't click Void Armament here. I have to kill these guys. We let that guy upstairs walk, I guess. No real choice. Then they get brought down, and it's like... Okay, bud. I mean... He doesn't even get an attack. He doesn't even get to swing on him. Doesn't even get to swing on him. I do no damage. This is like... In what world? I have not even seen a steel shop yet. Hold up here, though. How do you even fight this? If you're not instantly killing every wave, you just lose? Only the first wave can leak, to be clear, because that one, you're like, all right, whatever. These backlines are doing, let's be honest here, that's what, 70, so much damage. 5 of these is what, 60? It's 84 damage? Are you for real? 84 damage from a little guy that has 16 health, which, let me be clear, 16 health is a hard reach at this point in the game. I don't see how do you win this? I picked the wrong, I guess the souls are just bad, right? Like this was a bad pick, I suppose. Unbelievable. I mean, I'll try one more time, but I think we might just be out. And if we are just out, I am going to, I suppose, do my best. Can I do Prince, Greed Dragon middle, and then Guildmonger shield downstairs? And then we take the Void Armament. I realize they all walk on me, but that's actually, like, desirable, right? I specifically want them to leak. I have enough health that I can take this, so it's not terrible. We get completely walloped by the Sentinel. He's going to take 3 hits here, for sure. He's what, 50? He's more than that. He's 68 right now. He goes to 87. All right, that's 3 hits for 36. Then we take 36 here. So I'm not dead. It's close. I just ping here, right? The math is important to consider on this one, actually. This is, let's see, 12 times 3 up front. He takes 36, right? Because he's 49 plus 19. He gets another 19. Yeah, that's 87, 3 hits. So he only shifts once. So it's 36 plus 36 plus 2, and we take 74. We are among the living. So, fine. Cool. I don't really know what else we can add on this one, but I think there's value in putting the fire starter in front on bottom, right? Seems good. We leak this completely, and then we are not entirely dead. But you see the problem here. Yeah, he kills this floor at what cost? I don't know why I clicked the Vengeful Shard there. He clears the floor, but... And then it pulls down, but he's taking 80 for it? I could do better if I put the fire starter... How is he not dying? 78 time into 79 with 2 Pyre Gel? Oh, he only hits twice, right? That's true. I could save 60 health here, which is not a bad call, but I think we're going to need this on the upcoming combat, right? Is there any world I could ever punch this on the back? No, I mean, there's 16, so even at 3 energy, Vent doesn't get it, which is terrible. None of these cards are helpful. It's so terrible. Butterball is good, but also not good. I needed something else here. Maybe, what is the possibility of doing better? Maybe you could hold out for another Dragon's Horde before playing Greed Dragon, except that's so slow. I don't really even know how to approach this turn. There's really nothing I can do. It's basically one decision. Do I click Reaper or not? And it saves a lot of health, but I think I need it for the boss floor, because how else is anyone living the boss floor? We can never punch the back guys here, so I think we go bottom floor, we pop there, we vent, I suppose, and we just take these hits here. Now everything gets yanked down. Oh, man, it's rough. This is... What is this, right? What is this? I had 75 times up with 114. I think we're just dead. I don't see how we possibly get past this. So I'm going to... I mean, I don't see it. I just don't see it. We could try to fish for a weird Great Dragon play where I play it later after generating more value. But numerically, Corrin is devastating. This boss is... I think they fixed this bug, and in fixing this bug, didn't test how powerful the combat was, maybe? Because, I mean, it's an obvious bug, right? You should fix it. But I guess the combat had been previously balanced around a Thane, which is so much less threatening. So much less threatening than Corrin. This combat is out of control right now. Okay, great news, I think. Cool. Well, I'm going to go ahead and press end turn, and we're just going to lose this combat. There's no reason to fight this. Goodbye, Prince. Goodbye, everything. I mean, I'm taking just 90 damage from a backline here that I can, in no world, hope to reach. Sure, I can earn some value. Look at that. Amazing. Send me. Okay, we lose this combat hard. Hard loss. Okay. Do not, under any circumstances, go to Mera. Oh, we unlocked some stuff. Look at that. Wow. Tiresome Climb, Impsicle, cool, Shardtail Queen, whatever. We upgraded Mimic and some other ones. We didn't unlock anything. Let's just skip past this. All right, we're going to go to the Rift Station. So, man, what an unreal opener. I have no idea how you would even begin to push past that. That is crazy talk to me. Okay. I wish I could sort this. That's another thing. I wish I could just sort out the other runs. Alright, that's terrible. Okay, never go Mera on floor 2. You're not strong enough, I promise you. This run, I think, does fine on every other combat there. I just didn't expect the Corrin play to be so obscene. So we're gonna just do it again, right? I think. Wait, no, what? No, I don't want to go to the normal run here. Rift Station. Get me over there. I said go to the Rift Station. Okay. Yeah, this looks correct. I really think this should be doable, right? This doesn't seem bad to me. The Lil Cap maybe is not as impactful as one would want. So maybe it's Butterball and something else here. I don't know. That's a tough one. It could be Butterball into some other scaling element. Let's try, I don't know, something more powerful. More overtly powerful. We'll hit Showtime. Yeah, I think Showtime is going to be more overtly powerful here because you can also play a midline unit on the floor. Let's just do that instead. Lil Cap seems a little weak when it's only rank 1. This gives me a rank 3 something or other to boost me. Let's try again. Oh my god. Okay, 35 minutes into the episode. We're going to move quick. Hope you're all doing well today. Great. What do we get? Eldest Scion, Prankster, we have Undying Bloom, Train Chomper, Energy Vampire, Steelworker's my opener, Alchemy, Hidden Passage. We hit Fira's Greed. Alright, fair enough. This soul goes into Shield Steward here. Alright, what do we hit? Expanded Coffers versus Purified Soul Shard. Purified Soul Shard is pretty decent, right? Makes a lot of our opening plays valuable. I am gonna... Oh, man, can you afford to go Expanded Coffers? I kind of want to. I'm gonna take it. I don't think the -1 matters that much. Yeah, it's still previewing it like I have it, which is kind of funny, but that's okay. Alright, we're back on Reaper. Is that good? I think so. Is maybe taking Wrathful better because it's a little better in the early game, potentially? Maybe. I kind of think Prince with Slayer is stronger here. Let's do this. We'll go Reaper on this and move on. Alright, back on Combat 1. We're going to Blitz here. Mark of Invasion should be doable. I'm doing quick math on this. I think these are killable. Alright, we Showtime to top floor. Incredible. We just play this middle. I put the Shield Steward up front here. I just play a bunch of Shield Stewards. I realize this means I don't feed into the other one, but that's okay. Hit the Alchemy here. Fine. Great. Units getting big. Cool. Going to ping out instead of playing some of these other cards. I think that's reasonable. 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess I'm taking a hit anyway, so let's just elevator one of these guys up and spare the hit. Hits my Pyre regardless. It's fine. Alright, we're just going hard here pretty much. 4 damage is a lot of damage if you think about it, so I'm not pleased about that, but I think we might be able to be Papa 1 at least, which is good. We can work on the next floor a bit. That's fine. I'm saving my Reaper for next turn. This just overall feels a lot more confident, so that's cool, right? We elevator the guy behind the boss. I think that's important to get rid of it. We can ping 1, save a lot of health here. We can do the same thing next floor. Okay, they get weaker here. Also, our guy's not getting bigger anymore, so that's worth noting. Play the other Alchemy. Fine. Sure. A lot of incoming damage, but we do have 50-50 something in front. Great, we get the kill. He pops it. Wonderful. Hit him a bunch of times. Oh no, order. Fine, we're out. Okay, so we're moving fast. Past Combat 1. Great, we're catching up to where we were. What am I taking? March of Shields. I like March of Shields because we can use that to get Prince the Eat, and then we can pull something else forward. We would need a permafrost on this with like an intrinsic maybe, but I do think you can do some good stuff with this. We'll take it. Fireball, Alchemy, Golden Touch, man. Golden Touch feels rough in this game mode. 5 damage doesn't reach anything. We take Pyreball because it actually cracks, what, 16? 4 gets us a minor artifact. I don't care. We're going to save this here. I want to get a bigger number. Okay, we get, let me look at the nodes. 2 steel shops are Mayra and Lilith. Well, we're not going to Mayra. I used to think Mayra was the easier one, but Corrin is broken, unhinged. I mean, you have to, if for combat 2, you have to be so unbelievably powerful to clear that. It is unreal. Like 70, 80 damage coming in the back. If you choose to play top floor, you're just doomed. And if you play bottom floor, you're also doomed if you're not clearing hundreds of damage on turn 1. Those Ossivane Sentinels are crazy powerful. So yeah, this is horrible. So Lilith, I guess it is the plan. And this lines up pretty well. We get Tivy, looks kind of bad nodes, but there's maybe a late game trinket shop there. And then we have another trinket shop, Lightforge opportunity on Thaddeus. So we'll go Lilith here. I think that is acceptable. Okay, cool. I need a unit. Correct. We're going to go for the unit here. Pyreborne. Hothead. Hothead is happy to eat unit. Incredible. I think we take Hothead here. We're going to go ahead and put... I think it's honestly still good in Shield Steward, right? I'm fine with that. Okay, great. We're just kind of feeding a Shield Steward right now. All right, we're back on Combat 2. Look, we're moving fast here. -1 draw. All right, it's Ajax. He is a bit scary. Melee 7. Plague Host. We'll have to put Shield... We'll have to put Steelworker behind Hothead here. This should work. We'll take this. We'll take the trial. Okay, moving on. Bottom floor. Great, I guess. We'll play Steelworker. Shield Steward eats into Hothead here. Fine. Now, I'm not clearing this floor, right? I need to be cautious about pinging the Witch Warden. There's a world where I don't actually mind that this floor walks on me as long as I do damage in front a bit, right? This is fine. We let it ride. I'd like the Slay if possible, but I think we want to save the Hothead for the next turn. I can torch this thing next turn, right? It's fine. Right, he's just dead, actually, because of Witherbloom. He gets killed by Witherbloom, and this guy walks upstairs and does 10 to my Pyre, and I guess that's going to have to be okay. Good. I think we breathe fire on this, and it gets us the Slay in the back, which is pretty much optimal, I think. We're going to have to shoot this guy in front now. Alright, fine. Good, we get a Slay. I'm killing in back because the Witch Warden's killing, which is unhinged, but, you know, I'm not going to complain. I'm going to hit the Alchemy here and try to make this number go up. We take 10 to the Pyre, which is fine. Sure. Ajax on the board. I think we do need to elevator the Witch Warden here. We press all of the buttons. And we have lethal, which is great news. Cool, we're out. Look how much more reasonable this feels. Just as a combat, this feels like it is achievable. Man, I can't believe that Corrin just got fixed. Just got fixed. Crazy. Now, we did lose Steelworker there in Relentless because of Witherbloom, so we'll have to answer that. Welder Helper. Welder Helper. Ritual of Battle. Fortified Pauldrons is probably pretty good, right? I think I like Fortified Pauldrons a lot. Welder Helper, remember, whoever gets Endless is going to be the one that gets Butterball, so it's not Welder Helper. Take the Pauldrons. I actually like that a lot here. Flicker? No. Golden Touch I like in principle, but I don't think it's it here. I think we skip these unless I take another Pyreball, but I'm not going to. Now 6 is... I get an actual artifact. It's random, but I think we derive value from this. I'm going to actually click save for the moment, because we'll see if I'm going to a Pyreborne banner. I'm not. With no Pyreborne banner here, I'm going left for Who's getting eaten is the problem. I have no good eat target. Hellhorn Banner could offer a decent eat target, but we don't have that many Chunguses in Hellhorn, right? It's Alpha Fiend, Demon Fiend only. And if I play Demon Fiend, I can't afford to play any of my other guys. So I don't know if that's correct. We'll go left here. Maybe we just put a bunch of stats into a Train Steward or something for now. Large Stone, huh? Interesting. Look at the Forge. I think we need to do Reaper 2 so I can click this button more than once in a combat and the scaling is fast enough to actually kill something. This is especially relevant because he's not getting fed our Butterball. So we take Reaper 2, that's for sure. Do I buy a Large Stone? That's interesting. Large Stone is very good. We have kind of space, right? We end up with what? If I have to play into the Showtime floor, it ends up being 8 on floor, which is... No, it's 5. So 5 plus 5, it's 10 on floor, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we're looking at 10 space with the Large Stone. So I'm not mad about that, right? That's pretty cool. We could just... See, we can transfer stats here, which I like. We put the Large Stone on a Steward, and then we feed it, and then later when we get a large slab, we can put that on the Hothead and feel better about it. Let's do this. I think this is good. I'm going to re-roll this. Who gets the Smidge Stone? It's going to be Steelworker. If I can jam more of these on a floor with a later dualism, we're pretty happy about it. Yes, re-roll. Titanite Quick. Titanite Quick. Titanite Quick. These are not it, I don't think. Not it at all. I'm going to put stats on Shield Steward. I need to power this guy up. And then this will at least push us through the early game, I think, right? The only thought I have to have is Titanite something I should put on Hothead so he doesn't lose? The answer is honestly probably, and then we save the other slot. So we'll put Strength Stone into the Steward. He only gets eaten once, sadly, and then we Titanite the Hothead, and we should be okay to walk out of this. Okay. Let's look at the alcove, see what we hit. Red Crown on the Steward is unhinged because now he is a 3785 Endless. That's actually really good. Red Crown here is very good. The random equipment is maybe sometimes bad, but that's honestly a fantastic roll, right? Shield Steward is the hero of our time. Hopefully. Do I have to remove anything here? I am struggling to keep up on time. I don't want this episode to be too catastrophically long. I think one Shield Steward must be removed, but I'm going to have to save my money. I think we're okay for now. Let's move on. Do I take the 6 here? No, let's go for 10. Right? Let's go for 10. 10 gets us a lot of value here. Yeah, I think we're going to go for 10 on this combat and then loot it, right? Save and then move on. Okay, we're strong enough thanks to the Red Crown roll. That will make a big help. Didn't see dualism. Meh, it's okay. We get bottom. Okay. Most of this just plays out normally. And then have huge lad who got, I don't know, combustion suit. Sure, why not? He's gigantic. It's great. Now, man, Witherbloom 2 to your units is spicy, right? I could just throw this Plague Host at the Pyre, which is kind of an interesting idea, right? Like, I can kill this, but is the Witherbloom 4 too risky? It represents, what, 24 damage to the Pyre, which is, not bad. Honestly, I'm thinking I just throw this at him, right? Yeah, I think so. As weird as this is, we're going to yeet him to the Pyre. I'm going to tank with the Follower. And then that means I eat better here. Here, I can maybe do some damage to this guy on mid-floor, sure, right? This is fine. Then he chows down, and that's pretty good. Then we get to replay him here. He gets to eat. Crazy rolls. And we can put damage on top. So he takes... I take a little less damage here, and that's fine. He can chomp. He can eat somebody and get stronger. So that's fantastic, I suppose. Our hothead is the one who's going to have to win Relentless, but I don't think I click this. As weird as it is, the Glutton's Maw. I kind of like my backline. It is relevant. I think we, what, ping the boss, I suppose? Alright, fine. No clicks here. This combat cleans up. Yeah, guy walks. It's okay. I actually like the money here. We are going to breathe fire on this combat turn. Womp. Great. We do sadly lose Steelworker. I should probably have played the Shield Steward here. Oh, man, I was going too fast. Well, I'm going to click it and let it go. If we lose, we lose. No, we don't lose, which is impressive. Fair enough. There you go. Doesn't actually change anything. Whatever. Cool. Good job. We do a bazillion damage. It's fine. Alright. We get out of the combat. We took some damage. I think it was intentional. It was all intentional. I wanted to leak that thing. Amazing. We have Alloy of the Ancients, which I think is probably just a snap click here. Spike of the Hellhorned. Impolate. I have no imps. Great. Alloy of the Ancients it is. Hothead. Horned Warrior. Horned Warrior might be the ideal target for things. We could take the Magma Cultist here. I only got up to 8, by the way. We didn't even draw into the Alchemy, too, which is a bit of a bummer because of all the eat and endlesses. Magma Cultist is maybe super relevant. I think it's probably smart. He fits on the floor. We'll take him. I may not be able to play him right away, but we'll do our best. Beelzebub is interesting here. Grump 3 is a good roll. I can put that on the Hothead. It's a good roll for the Hothead, right? We take it, I guess. There's no reason not to. I think it's the right play. I don't have to spend a reroll on it. We'll take Grump 3. There you go, Hothead. Have fun. Now, he's not going to get revenged a lot. We are going to loot this here at 8. I think it's fine. When you equip a friendly unit, gain Conduit 4. When you damage your own unit, reduce cooldown by 1. I'm interested. I'm going to take the Taskmaster's Lash here, I think. That's cool. I can then stab myself. Bola's Tuning Fork is very strong, and we should click it, I think. The other ones don't do anything. Queen's Tail, Wander's Talisman. Yeah, Bola's Tuning Fork is excellent. We get a lot of value here out of just those not costing anything. You can play them with the alchemies. We're not going to Mayra, even though I did roll a Steel Shot Plus here. That's pretty cool and would be a nice power-up. Would be, honestly, an excellent power-up here, really. It's true. We could do Thaddeus, which is fine. It's definitely not Tiffy. Tiffy just rolled extra money. Okay. Now, Mayra scares me. I feel real fear here. I feel like we could maybe do it with the Hothead, saving that turn for Relentless, or like pinging it on Relentless so it's refreshed. Which is maybe reliable. Then save the artifact shops for later. Is it a Mayra's Revenge moment? I think it might be Mayra's Revenge. It might be. It's hard to say. I kind of think getting the Steel Shop right away with the Steel Plus is super good. We'll fight Mayra here. All right, bring it on. It's Revenge. I would like removals or health. Health Horde is pretty good. Removals are nice. You could cut some of this extraneous stuff that I'm never playing. The Pyreborne banner is probably not relevant at this point, but if you have a Steel Plus shop, you should really have a banner just in case. I'm okay with it. We'll check it out. Cool. Smidge Slab. Fair enough. Health plus 60. This is one of those things where you should just take it, right? Just take it. Cool, Magma Cultist has 60 health. Great. Titan Skin 3, I mean... the last steel shop in the run, so if I get a dualism, it's not going into Steelworker, it'll go into Magma Cultist. Sure, why not? Fair enough. He's a super tank now. We'll take it. Avarice 6, I mean, this follower probably earns this money back if I just buy it for him. Great. Smidge Slab, I don't think it's bought, though. I need to save the slot on Hothead. I guess we'll look at the banner real quick. You got anything super cool? Guildmonger with Smidge Slab? No. Another Magma Cultist? Ah, bummer. Alright, fair enough. Moving on. Reroll it. Endless and -1. Okay, we didn't see Dual Slab, unfortunately. Quick Slab? Honestly, this stupid follower in the back just mauls people now. Fair enough, right? I mean, I'm going to take plus 40 attack on Hothead, because it is a lot of value. I guess I could give him the quick, right? Yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with him having quick. I kind of like plus 40 on him because he benefits from the extra attack more. And then this follower just maims people in the background, which is cool. That's interesting, right? Yeah. Follower mauls people. 40 goes into Hothead. I'll put Endless Slab into Steelworker, I suppose. We don't need this Endless in anything else because we got the Red Crown on Shield Steward, so I think we're fine there. I'll just make him free because free is good. Rage 24 can go in the other follower. Right? You just buy stuff from a Steel Shop Plus. I think it's always correct to do it. We can then cut a random Shield Steward. And we get 2 more cuts, which will be the Spear Stewards here. These are difficult to play, and we have a bunch of self-pings that are actually great, by the way, right? Very strong because they are... There you are, the threat. The bloody threat, Corrin. Favored Ascent. So this is a different combat, but is also Corrin. So did Athane get removed? Interesting. That's interesting. I mean, Corrin is horrifying, so we always respect. Favored Ascent. I want to play middle because that is showtime, but how scared am I of this? Quite scared, right? Can I fit everything on bottom? 1, 2, 1, 3. No, I can't. I have to play middle, as weird as this ends up looking. Yeah, it's tough. I don't have enough energy for everything here, man. I don't have my Butterball in play. I think we reset that turn. I forgot that the Magma Cultist is a massive dude. I can't afford to play him. So we're going to Shield Steward. Play the important stuff first, I think. I think this works. I need 1 more energy here. No, but you're all going to be hasted, right? You're all bloody hasted. So this is just DOA, right? I just lose immediately by playing into this? Ugh, man, haste combats with random nonsense is awful. Awful. Alright, well, I don't know what else to do here. Are they all haste turns? No, fortunately. I can do follower upstairs with Shield Steward and we clear the whole floor. I mean, follower currently murders everything. Amazing. Great news, I guess. If you're ever having a bad day, just follower kill everyone. He kills everyone. He then eats. I can't fit the Shield Steward in anymore. So, interesting. That's a funny sort of problem to have, huh? Interesting. Well, fair enough. Breathe fire here. It's smart, and then we hit the alchemy, and we're probably strong enough, right? This is strange. Our dude upstairs is a maniac. True. Kills everything. Absolute lunatic. Great. Wonderful. Okay. Little follower murders everything. Horan goes mad with power. Save everything. Yes, okay, great. Here's some armor. Cool. We're gonna put in Pyre gel on the front here. Oh, yes, of course. They all get crazy big. I think this murders us. Actually, we win this unbelievably. But we breathe fire on this, and it's pretty clean, I think. Yeah. So, like, Hothead is super powerful on this. Also, we earn tons of cash. I probably should have just let the turn go to earn money from my follower, which is very entertaining, I think. I mean, that still did pretty well. I'm not mad about it. We're trying to catch up on pace here. Inferno might be a pretty important card to have. I will take it. Pyroclasm. Okay. We like Pyroclasm. It is expensive. I'm going to take Sacrificial Chamber for now to get some value. We save our Horde. We're looking okay. Looking okay. I'm going to go to the right. Maybe we see a cool overstack here. Some more removals would be nice. Arms Shop says Echo Vault, Boiler Room, Quick Steel Dagger. Interesting choices. Merchant of Magic, Intrinsic. Double Stack is, I mean, there's not bad cards for it, right? I could -2 consume the Inferno, and then it's super playable, and if we see a remove consume, we're happy about it. I'm good with that. 20 consume, I will burn a torch here. Seems good. Intrinsic. It's a tough call. I could Intrinsic a Hidden Passage, and then use this to assemble the floor if I need to do that. Fair. I don't know if that's correct, though. We have Showtime doing most of the work. Let's go to the arm shop here. Is there... Let's see, if I see what? What events could they show me? That would be strong. X5, does that exist in this mode? It might. It might, actually. Quick Steel Dagger is a reasonable thing to add to the floor. I should grab this. Echo Vault is potentially also very good if I end a turn on Alchemy or something. But I don't have very strong spell plays otherwise. I think I also make a little bit more out of the Sacrificial Chamber. I'll buy the dagger and we'll re-roll on this. Exile's Diadem. Hell Furnace. Hell Furnace, I do have a Magma Cultist, maybe eventually. Exile's Diadem is pretty cool, though, right? I like that. I could merge some things together. Who deserves this quick? Probably Reaper, right? Gets a Slay in before other things. So let's put Pauldrons on the Diadem here. I mean, I didn't see... I don't actually know if I need Mind Cage, right? I can Taskmaster's Leash myself down. Yeah, okay. So we'll Fortified Pauldrons on the Diadem. This will allow us to feed Showtime into stuff a little more aggressively, right? Yeah, I think so. Cool. Fine. All right. Deployable-wise, meh. I have one Deployment Ember I could spend. I may as well put it down on... It's an interesting question. Sacrificial Chamber, maybe? One of the things I'm going to have problems with is if I roll Showtime bottom floor, because I have to eat first in order for us to be strong. It's true. We should have we should think of an answer for that eventual problem. We could potentially win on a higher floor by feeding Butterball Train Steward into... What? Followers? I mean, maybe, I guess. Let's make this deployable just so I'm stronger. I value that more than money here. Okay. Is there an intrinsic hit? I do kind of want to just make alchemies cheaper. It's not a bad idea. It's expensive -1. The double stack is, I mean, March of Shields, I guess, can get it. I'm actually low on money. Let's re-roll here. Ah, bummer. Okay, I was looking for a, what's it called? I was looking for a remove consume, but we don't get it. So with that in mind, I think we need to make... What if I -1 spell chain and alchemy? The problem, of course, is actually playing it, right? I don't have enough ember right now, but we could see one, right? We could see an answer for that. I don't generate ember at this moment. Yeah, it's tough, right? -1 spell chain alchemy is pretty good, though. Alternatively, we could spell chain Inferno, but it is consumed. Let's buff one of these alchemies. I do think this powers us up quite a bit. We'll have an answer for it eventually. Removals here are... I mean... most of this stuff's actually pretty good now. The fire starters aren't terrible. Let's hold off on that until I decide. We'll hit the alcove. Dominating. So we get the Dominion event. Interesting. Dominion, the Dominating Authority. Spawn a random friendly unit from your deck. I don't think so. Strike, apply Corruption 20 is interesting. Alternatively, add melee weakness 1 and spell weakness 1 on strike. Strike is not going to trigger on Hothead's ability. Interesting. Well, I mean, with that in mind, I could do silly things, right? You could put, like, the summon trigger on the train steward, which means he pulls my other units onto the floor, which is not bad. Right? You do completely obnoxious shield steward things. This steward is... I mean... that's pretty good, right? It yanks either the follower or a magma cultist or the other follower. I mean, I think I actually take this, strangely enough. Okay, fair enough, but I guess we're taking that now. I do think we should cut a hidden passage. I don't need 2 of these. We can probably cut, what, a torch? I need to have some density of these, but I don't need that many. Yeah, sure, we can cut a torch. I think that's fine, and we move on. I'm not cashing out here. We move into this combat. All right, fair enough. Hothead has Grump. Okay, I'll take the stats here. He did end up getting attacked, which is pretty cool. All right, Mayra, don't terrify me. Mayra has quickly become the scariest thing in this whole game to me. Let's play most of our stuff first in order, right? Huh. Yeah, look, he brings the lad in. Then we can put the stats here and we chill. It's Mage Blade. That's weird. I can actually go Swift Steel Dagger in front here and then, or on Prince, and then he kills and slays immediately, which is great. I need to be careful about randomly pinging enemies. They get regen now, which is a bummer. So sure. He eats. This is fine. You get Showtime in, which is the other follower now, which is incredible. And we hit Sacrificial Chamber, and we're chilling, right? Everlasting Light, what a roll. This seems good, right? Earning money, this is fine. We can't play him anymore, unfortunately. But that's not bad, necessarily. I think we Elevator the one with Rage off the floor, right? As weird as that is, because he gets the Collector. Then we pull the other lad in, which does bring forward our, what's it called? Our magma cultist in the back, which is, you know, fair enough, I suppose. Wish to incant here, it's good. Sure, bud. Sure. This seems good. Whatever's happening here is great news, okay? It's fine. We can't fit anything on the floor anymore, so now we feed the lad on middle. And that's pretty cool, right? Cooldown 3. I mean, we just put stuff on the boss. I got the shield steward. It's fine. We may as well bite the boss for 1 billion D damage. I mean, this looks pretty good, right? Yeah, don't press, just press and turn, but let's at least get the alchemy plate here, which is fine. We earn cash, which I think is the most relevant part of this, which is like 18 gold per attack round. We actually get the kill on the follower. That seemed pretty good to me, right? That looks strong. Rage Room is pretty good at large. We did earn a lot of cash off that, but I think Rage Room might eventually just be way stronger for us on Strike and Revenge. We should grab this now. Zealot. Man, Zealot's really good here, isn't he? Too bad I have no more Steel Shot, so I'm not adding him to the run. Alright, skipping. Dipper. I'm gonna look at... Oh, Shield Steward already has a soul. I was like, let me look at this. No, we don't have a good Dipper target here, do we? Not really. I mean, you could put Dipper on the Rage 24 follower, and it's, you know, 24 Rage to everyone. Alternatively, I could Savanta on Alchemy, which lets me play this much more aggressively, which is pretty good. I'll take Savanta here, I think. And then we put it into this alchemy. Now this means the initial one costs 0. The spell chain copy costs 2. So we've technically answered the energy problem here, but it also means I get health, gold from Fear's Horde, which is actually pretty darn good. So we'll upgrade that, sure. 6. 6 is okay, right? Maybe we take it? I think I'm gonna take it. Yeah, get some value here. +1 Pyre Gel is nice. When you use an ability, everyone gains armor. That's good too. These are all pretty good. Let's take maybe the Bellows here. I'll grab that, sure. Wing clippings. Fair enough. Okay, you're gone. Poof. All right, we still have... we finally rolled the Trinket Plus on Tivy, but we also have the Boons Plus, so we are going there for sure. We'll save the last one for last. We have a removal dupe here. Who is your dupe? A lot of good targets, right? I mean, I honestly think the right choice is probably one of these followers, as weird as it is. They're pretty darn good. And then you can just put them on random floors afterwards. Like, that's solid. Alternatively, we could go in for another Alchemy spell chain play. We are seeing a Forgotten Boons Plus and Trinket Shot Plus, the hope being that one of these would be Ember. True. I do like that quite a bit. Let's go left. I think the removal dupe is the play here. The dupe is probably not a unit. I feel okay there, so I'm going to put it in the alchemy. And yeah, fine. I'm going to remove cards here. I think the removals, we just kind of... Torches seem marginally better than fire starters here because of the self-ping when that is relevant. So let's toss the fire starters and then move on. Yes, fine. Okay. Great. 150 health gained. Biggest risk is playing this bottom floor and they walk up and absolutely shred my pyre to ribbons. So... because I haven't gotten any stronger here, right? It's true. Hum. I think we can get away with this. 400 gold is really relevant here anyway. Don't be bottom. All right, good. I was going to say, I was like, just don't be bottom. I'm going to put Steelworker in back, I guess. If he dies, the Endless lets me bring him back. Because snipers exist here, right? Hothead, Shield Steward, pulls in little guy. His armor's going on our front lad. Very cool. Amazing. We just click Savanta Alchemy here. Amazing. I'm going to blast the sniper downstairs. Oh, Shield Steward rolled an equalizing rings, which is honestly incredible news. So, fantastic. Oh, man, I forget Mother's Amalgams are here, huh? Shame. I do need to play into the showtime. I guess it's okay. We're going to earn some cash off of it, at least, which is fine. Ugh, this bottom floor is getting infernoed, that's for sure. Great, pulling the other little guy. Inferno bottom floor and you cannot stop me? Cool. Here's some armor. We rolled a Cursed Dragon Staff, which is pretty funny. I can actually get a Slay here if I go Hothead. Oh yeah, he hits twice. Never mind, he just murders. Great. Cool. Now here, what you're thinking is like, what do I do? And I go mid-floor and he pulls in the cultist and then feeds him immediately, which is super cool. Right? Big fan. Okay. I'm actually going to put the quick on dude in the back who hits like a truck. And then you put the sacrificial chamber in, and Prince is no longer really that relevant, I think. Earn a bunch of money, I'm good with it, right? It's good. And then we keep playing the Shield Steward in the middle here. They actually clear the entire... What is happening? Oh, Shield of Wing got rolled. Amazing. I need to prioritize these alchemies, I think. Yeah. It's true. Fine. That's fine. I need to prioritize alchemies coming up. It's okay. We take a bunch of fire damage. We hate to see it. The Minion's Eye. I think we do want to... What? I honestly can just play the Shield Steward downstairs and let him vibe. That's fine with me. Sure. I'm actually going to get the Slay on Prince here. I think that's relevant. I want to block the, the first gain. Tivy Scourge. Oh no, I'm going to hit the Alchemy because reasons. I can't play the other one because also reasons. Spicy. Crazy looking floor. Strike, apply Ember Drain 1. It's cursed, right? It's doomed. Okay, we earn money upstairs. It could be way worse. Okay, good stuff. Ugh, these curses are killing me, though. I can't fit the Shield Steward. He grew too large. He became too powerful. Well, fair enough, man. Fair enough. Alright, I guess we play some Tivy Scourges and chill. Do I see the other... What's it called? This Magma Cultist does just kill a man, which is pretty funny. Raw stats into everyone, I guess. Yeah, we don't see the other alchemy. I should have played it when I could. I'm actually surprised we don't immediately lose. Where are these stats coming from? Why does he get 108 health? What's happening here? Strike, lose, spikes 1. Why are you gaining stats? Is this... Enemy units gain armor equal to their attack on Slay. So I guess he just snipers everything and is going nuts. Which is funny. I mean, you just press Hothead and this no longer is a problem, right? Though it is very funny. This way we earn more money. You press Hothead so that the guy can stab for 18 gold a pop. Which is pretty good, honestly. My guy has a truckload of regen, which is pretty cool. I made a lot of money off that, actually. That was very nice. Tiresome Climb, Important Work, Impish Scholar. None of these things really synergize with what I'm doing. I think we skip. Tiresome Climb's a good card, but It doesn't help against the boss. And I'm playing single floor, so maybe it's okay, but it really depends too much on if I hit Ember on this upcoming shop. Yeah, it's tough to say. So I'm going to not grab it. Maybe I should grab it. I'll take it. Okay, you've convinced me. Payoff is probably not that valuable, now that I'm thinking about it. Make It Rain could be okay. Never the Savanta pick, right? No, I don't think so. I'm just going to skip these, I think. It's okay. 6, I will loot 6. It's fine. Dragons and Whelps gain +8 attack. Yeah, so that is Cultist and Hothead. Very cool. I will just click this, right? It's objectively good. Shale Shell does give armor, though. Is that better? It might be. This is what, Witherbloom? Yeah, alright. I'm actually going to take Shale Shell here for armor. Guild Marker is sick. What a roll. Hot top. Alright, we're going to move on. Do I take Pyre Health? Maybe. Removals? Maybe. Pyreborne Banner. The health is maybe more useful here. Like, what do I remove? Probably just more fire starters, honestly. I don't hate that. If anything leaks, I'm going to die anyway. We'll look at the banner and sell it. Goldtooth, I mean, it would be cool, right? Just going to get rid of him. Vortex, we cut some fire starters here. Seems okay. We take a bazillion gold. We then buy everything. We get Heaven's Light. I mean, I guess I purchase it. Void Fragment, I mean, should I grab it? Probably. There definitely are things to cut here, right? Are there actually? Not really. I guess you could drop Sacrificial Chamber and some of these other things, maybe. Impsicle is interesting because I could use it to throw random stuff at the floor, I suppose. They're going to be expensive, though. Let's take Void Fragment here and re-roll on this. We do hit the Ember. There was no way of knowing. Dante's Footstool is excellent. I'm a big fan of that. Whichever one we roll is nice. Gel Transfuser is also great. I'm going to go ahead and purge. The first question, actually not going to purge here because Void Fragment will do all of the work for me after this combat. We bought everything. Feeling much stronger all of a sudden. So, it's all about those boss relics, right? Guess I've saved cash. Moving on. Because Void Fragment's going to do the removals I care about, so... Alright, I'm admittedly hustling because we lost the first combat, or first run here, so... And that is a bummer. Okay, play Prince. Good. I can put the Shield Steward down. Good. He brings in a lad. I can honestly just play the Magma Cultist, and that's cool with me, right? Totally fine. Just put him in. Put him in back. And then I also get to play the equipment. It's pretty cool. Big fan of how that rolls out. Now, Revenge to the attacker. If I use Hothead's ability, that doesn't count as attacking, right? Okay, it does, in fact, count as attacking. Hey, wait, what? When you damage your own unit, reduce cooldown by 1. It worked. Cool. The fun thing is, I can click his ability even when he's dazed. That's cool. Can't attack or use any action or resolve abilities. Fair enough. Fair enough. That's cool. I can also blow up in middle, although I'm going to actually get the Prince Slay here. What is this? Siphon. That's what happened. It's happening with Siphon here. Go ahead and self-ping and we're chilling, I think. Cool. He gets the chow down. Great news. Then the next guy in line eats. Wonderful. Yeah, we have a sniper here. I knew this was coming, so we had to be cautious about it. Airdrop in thy Shield Steward. I could put armor in the back. It's nice to protect our friends, right? Now, I am going to breathe fire here. It's just good business, let's be clear. Armor can go in, honestly, in back. I'm gonna put the quick on Prince this time. Seems decent. Alright. Alright, we've eaten enough. Now, as long as I keep playing him, we fit everything on the floor. I would like to earn cash, I suppose. It's a rough roll, right? We actually... he rolled... What? He rolled glass cannon. Monster train. It's illegal. Okay, so part of the challenge we're now facing is... I gotta pull him forward, and then he gets eaten, and then we actually kill most of this floor. Do I need to play the Rage Room here? Good question. I think we just kind of play the alchemies out real quick. I did put armor in the back, so we're doing all right. I think I'm fine. I lose the collector, but I kind of am not going to overthink it here. Yeah, just don't overthink it. Ah, he has grown too large. The floor has grown too large. Great. So I think I just breathe fire here. He has 7 days, and that does suck, admittedly, but... like, it's fine. Right? I'm trying to think, what else can I do here? I'd like to... It's an interesting challenge, right? I could... Can I blow up one of my own units that has endless? Very possibly, right? I could just self-shoot him, and then he reduces that. Yeah, interesting. That does work. I don't want to give myself Pyrogel. I could elevator someone off the floor. This is actually a very interesting thought. Elevator the lad in back here and drop in the shield steward. And we ping this, then we play out some of these things. Now you've created a secondary floor that's pretty competent, right? And also hits the boss for a good chunk. Yeah, we just kind of keep doing this. Play out the curses. I'm going to blow up the Inferno off floor. It got preserved, unfortunately. I'm going to breathe fire and then self-ping him. Wonderful. Seems good to me. We should win on bottom, I think. Cool. We also have 4 Ember. Behold, I can click Alchemy both times. Amazing. Don't click anything else. I'd like to earn money. True. That guy has a Jeer Mask. Jeer Mask is a problem. Cool. So the first attack comes from Steelworker, right? Ah, no, he has Quick. He's self-dazed. It's okay. We're going to still earn money here. I'm not that upset about it. We might actually come out way ahead because of this regen nonsense. Like, some of our guys are hitting, and then... Actually kind of funny. There's a world where we actually fall behind there. Impelate, no thank you. Reinforce. Is that the pickup? Maybe. It's not bad. It seems okay. There is also, I need to consider the possibility. We've got the really good 115 damage hothead here. There's the other side of this where I could be funneling my stats into the Steelworker, which does not grow in size. This lets me funnel things more into one unit, but it's not as strong as putting it in a hothead for sure. I think we just skip here. The reinforce, maybe this is fine. I'll click it. I think it could add something to the run. Another Magma Cultist, no thank you. I think we're all right here. Fine. Now this is a good little cat pickup. We'll take this. I mean, Dipper 3 shows up. What's Dipper 3 landing on? I mean, Follower. As funny as that looks, it's actually not bad. Lil Cap gives stats to everyone. I have rerolls. I think we can do better. Ellie? Thick. It's not thick. Ellie is... I don't even know. I have like barely any of these even left over. I could generate Ember with it and draw more cards, which is kind of cool. Ellie's honestly pretty sick here, right? This hits a bunch of torches. Hopefully it doesn't hit the consume one, but if it does, it's still fine. Alright, sure. Purge a card. Now, okay, so it did the upgrades first. It hit all 4 of my torches, which means I think the Purge is going to be the last fire starter here. Although we need to cut some other trash, right? I think we're at the point where I'm less interested in Sacrificial Chamber. Now I'm going to cut the fire starter first. I think that's fine. I will loot 8. Great news. When an enemy unit ascends, gain Pyrogel 2. Whelps, I have no whelps. When I equip a unit, gain Conduit 4. I don't want to increase the damage of spells when I self-ping, so let's take the Talons. Consumed Crown, Spark Flint Catalyst, Hellhorned. I take Spark Flint Catalyst every time here. Increase Pyrogel stacks when I first apply them. That's just consistently going to be good. We must fight Thaddeus now. The armory is probably not it. I could restore 50 pyre health. That seems obnoxious. Maybe the armory is it. We'll look at the armory, right? Fine. I'm going to sell this banner, whatever it is. Goodbye, 10 gold. Armory says weapons cache. Stoic plate mail. Is there anyone that I could give this plate mail to and not hate myself? It's actually unironically one of the followers. It's not bad. They don't do anything otherwise. They just hit and generate a truckload of cash. It's funny, you go to one Steel Shot Plus and a follower becomes a weaponized weapon of mass destruction. These dudes are killers. Absolute killers. I'm not going to mess with my card draw. I don't think this adds anything I actually care about here. Alright, Lightforge Plus. Alright, we pivot on Brawler first, right? So that I have that locked in. Then we pivot back into Reaper 3. This is super good because now I have the 1-turn cooldown here with multi-strike, and this guy absolutely rips. It's the high roll of the century. It's kind of what I was hoping for. Enemy units appear on every floor. I do not need money. Spoilers. Skip the trial. Don't lose. What a wonderful choice of mine, especially with a bottom floor Showtime roll. Crazy. Okay, play into it. We have units that we play in. Great. I can just play the cultist. It's great news. I should protect. My front 2 units should be tanky. Bring in follower. Merged equipment. Make floor smaller. Here's Rage Room. Cool. Cut the Tivy's Scourge. Where's that coming from? Jeez, why do I have a Tivy's Scourge in my deck? Oh, Tormentor. At the start of battle, add 4 to my deck. I forgot about that. Yikes. Okay, well, the first things first, Hornbreaker Prince attacks. Very cool. Then I self-ping him, and he gets to, spoilers, attack again. Then we hit the Alchemy. I think we cut the Inferno, blast it. Alright, good. I don't breathe fire here, no reason to. Great, rage all around. Amazing news. Okay, so I put the other follower on a higher floor for funsies. Then this will summon in nothing, right? Correct. Play the Scourge. We put Quick on Prince. Very cool. He swings, because you swing every turn. We clear this floor pretty confidently. Great. Okay. We low roll. I play the Shield Steward upstairs to catch the Collector. I then Prince attacks. We self-ping. Tivy Scourge. Chill. Who's attacking first? It's always Prince, right? Prince just slays here. Yeah, okay, fine. He's gone mad with power, and that's honestly good for him. Good for you, brother. Good for you, brother. We like it. Great news. Wish to draw more cards. I wish to click reinforce, I guess. Fair enough. Order, sequencing, whatever. I'm going to go ahead. I don't want to draw my Shield Steward back right now, so we chill right now. Draw 7. Okay. Dominion's Eye, right? Hornbreaker Prince attacks. I'm going to self-ping him. I then get to double tap the alchemy, which is good. And then Prince just auto-kills the floor. It's fine. I don't have to be too fancy about this, right? We get the other alchemy here. Yeah, I mean, just if you think about it, Prince just, what? Attacks, and we're fine. I think I do want to maximize turns here, so let's just press end turn and chill. We win in front, and that's okay, but we earn some, like, 18 gold packets here that are pretty legit. I'm not going to overthink this. I think we have it at this stage, but it's okay. Good job, team. Alright, 2 damage taken, don't really care. Rage Serum, no thank you. Battering Ram could be good, but I think we're fine thanks to the Hornbreaker Prince engine we've created. Second Tiresome Climb, no thanks. It's too late for a Stone Smelter, though I do think it could have been good here. Inequivalent Exchange, Make It Rain. Nah, we have it. We're fine. The removal here is Sacrificial Chamber. This lets me get the Rage Room out immediately instead. Fantastic. We will be looting 10 out of 11 here. Excellent. Medallion of Superiority you shouldn't have. That makes my, wait for it, Shield Steward 100 health. Wonderful. Ember Charge on your first turn plus 2 Ember. Yeah, okay, fair enough. I'm not going to really think about the other ones. It was like more Dragon's Horde, but we're already not really hitting 11, so whatever. And then that's fine. Manifold Mirror, I could put this on every floor. Prismatic Dragon Scale, Cleansing Water is probably it. If this hits an infested unit or anything like that, it's huge. So, yeah. Manifold Mirror could have been cool here for playing random dudes off floor, but it does not matter to me. There could be a really good high roll by hitting this event. The dupe is pretty solid value. You may ask what the dupe play is. In my opinion, the dupe play goes into one of the followers if that's a plan. I think we just go to the event and chase a high roll here, and we're fine with it. Like what? If I don't know if they can show you X5 at this point, but if they do, what do I put it on? Just X1 a follower, right? I was just talking about it. Yeah. Fine. Let's check the alcove real quick. Dante. Dante is very cool. He's cool and neat, but it's so late, and I don't want these curses go away, my man. It was worth a shot. Was it really? You're showing up here of all times. What are you doing? Firestone Housing. It's a little late. I mean, I appreciate the hustle. Breath of Heaven technically exists in this game. I'm going to buy a Hell's Flame for sure. Reroll. Magma Core? Sure. Yeah, great. Another Hell's Flame. Fine enough. Judges Scales? I mean, what do I want to do with that? That's a good question. We get a magic slab thing? I could remove Consume Inferno. This is potentially useful if I hit Showtime on a much higher floor. It's probably correct. We'll take it. -2. I guess you put this on what, Tiresome Climb, so it's more playable. Fine. +20 magic power. I'll blow up Fireball. Why not? Oh yeah. Holy Stone got buffed. Spell's base Ember cost. That just makes putting it on Pyreball great, right? Just 2 whole time. I mean, it was 2 anyway, but, you know, whatever. That's cool. Freeze Stone Plus. I mean, putting this on Reinforce seems pretty decent, right? It's cheaper that way. 40 in Consume. I don't want to burn my torches. -4 and Consume. I don't know. Put this on March of Shields. This card quickly gets out of usefulness. We could hold over Tiresome Climb. This would have been good if we're not fighting the Lifemother. I mean, technically, we could still remove her off floor, which is not bad. I mean, I guess. Sure. Do I purge anything here? I probably should, but I have plenty of cards. We have 1 combat left after this. I could improve my card draw by just cutting, say, Alchemy, for instance. I kind of like having the 1 hidden passage. It's been useful. So I think we're keeping that. I mean, I can just cut an alchemy. The difference here is I'm looking at what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm looking at 10 if I hit the max. Let's look at this real quick. View loot levels. 10 means I would get an extra minor artifact if I hit it. I mean, that could be useful into the Lifemother, right? It's pretty safe otherwise. Judge's scales. Is that ever relevant? What do you cut otherwise? None of my cards are bad. We're really slimmed down here, so I'm feeling pretty okay about where we're at. I think we just let it go. I'll buy Judge's Scales. I don't know. Sometimes I might roll something that's neat, I suppose. There's nothing else I really want to purchase. I think the Ellies make the torches exceptional, so I want to keep them. Just move on. 205 health, 89 gold remaining, whatever. I think we've got this now, finally. I've somehow managed to turn this run around from being super slow to super fast because I wicked lost. I don't want to discard anything. Why did I take this? Great question. Showtime is middle. Okay. Cool. We send in the lads. Nothing fancy about the sequencing here, except I want the front two to be the tankier guys. Merged equipment goes in front. Yes. Great. All right. I mean, you're about to see some of the cool stuff we get to do. We get to do swing here, and then we can Ellie ping him and swing here, and that's pretty cool. And then alchemy. I had like a bazillion stats here. I'm doing like 800 damage. I could do a lot of pinging here on bottom. Not bad, I guess. I'll just shoot the boss, I guess. It's fine. I'll breathe fire on him. Why not? Like, we're fine. I'm not terribly worried about it. This guy gets clobbered. He did eat some of our floor space. Extremely rude. Extremely rude, my guy. Okay, I'm going to bring this in. We're going to put the rage guy upstairs, right? That's cool. How are you dying? Oh, no. He's dead. Switch the space. Haha, he is alive. I am a genius. Well, that wouldn't have mattered anyway. He attacks. It's fine. Tiresome climb. Probably fine to just pull a dude upstairs. Great. He's dazed. We kill him. It's all good. He gets slaughtered. Whatever. Ah, he goes upstairs. Alas, whatever will I do? I will feed my friend. Get him. Shield Steward rolled the equalizing rings. Incredible. Yeah, so you're going to watch this. We click attack. Cool. We self-ping. We then click attack. He's gone mad with power. We pull up this other thing. He eats. Incredible news. Amazing. Now, unfortunately, I do not have any space because Hothead did grow larger here, so we will continue to feed upstairs, I guess. We do attack. We self-ping. We do attack. I self-ping with Pyreball, as weird as that sounds. Attack. Do it. Breathe fire on him. We almost go full lethal here, which is hilarious. Here's a reinforce. Have fun. I don't actually care about this ascend, whatever. If he goes downstairs, he will, I think, right? Oh, he goes up. Oh, because there's a friend there, right? Makes sense. Well, we're lethal upstairs because our guy just actually kills him, which is incredible. Bonk. Self-ping. Bonk. I mean, this is the silliness of it all, right? Just 300 and something armor. And then I can play Pyreball for good measure and we Inferno downstairs. I mean, at this point, you can kind of see what's happening. We just win. Guy upstairs. The followers are absolute killers, man. I tell you what, they're just nonsense. I will take an extra Alloy of the Ancients here. It is a good card. Gold Tooth again. Crazy rolls this run. I'm skipping. There's Dipper again. Warborn. No. Dipper I don't think is it. Let's spin it. Maulus. Triple stack. Who's getting the triple stack? Wait a second. Tiresome Climb could actually disable the Lifemother? Hold up. Hold. Hold. Yeah, as a matter of fact, Mollis is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and remove the alchemy here, the bad one. This just gets it out of the way for the final fight, because I'm not going to be looting these anymore, so we're fine. Sharpened Teeth is relevant. I will click it. The other ones don't matter here. Ah, yes, the before Lifemother roll of Lightstone casing. Shadow's Sheath. Here, I can actually give unstable Pyre Sparks because... sure, why not, bud? Just in case I want him to explode randomly. Alright, let's go fight God. And we should do pretty okay here, right? I'm actually going to come up under... Why did I buy this artifact? Done discarding. I don't need it. I bought it just to have stuff. We rolled bottom floor. Fair enough. Hothead, Prince, Steelworker. I'll put Steelworker in back just in case there's a sniping. We'll play the Cultist. Field Steward. Merged Equipment. Very cool. Dominion's Eye. Man, the fact that there's death here is scary. Now this, I'm thinking, is we ping the Mother's Jeer Mask here. Right? Then I'm going to hit it with a Pyreball, which saves the floor. Then we can Prince this front guy out, which does narrowly keep Shield Steward alive with 1 health, which is unhinged, but fine. I'm going to burn this card. I mean, I preserved it. The Pyre Gel's worth it. Save Fire Breathing. Reasonable. She has a bazillion health. She could outlast us on regen alone. We should be cautious. The Sniper is coming in yet again. This will be a Breathe Fire turn. What did I roll? Oh, Everlasting Light, but he could explode if I wanted him to. What, you don't want him to? Breathe Fire. Wonderful. Clicking buttons feels good. I may as well play the Follower middle. Sure, bud. Get in there, right? Play the Alchemy. It doesn't matter. Get it out of here. Armor goes in front downstairs. I wish to draw cards. So let's self-ping with the Torch. Weird, but fair. Sure. Okay. Yeah, so he goes middle here, right? Spooky. Meow. Spooky. So we are having to be cautious about the Jeer Masks. So the play here is I would like to keep... Oh, mid-floor is small. Rip Glutton, I guess. I forgot all about it. I could move him up a floor, I guess. Ah, it's a bummer. Alright, let's actually send the boss away. Just send her out. It's fine. We're going to airdrop in Steward here. I think... Get rid of the Scourges for sure. I don't care about the Alchemy hits. I'll play in the Swift Steel Dagger. So now I think it is relevant that I breathe fire here. We do get dazed, unfortunately, and they give melee weakness on that one as well, which is a bummer, I'll admit, but it's okay. I think this is the last time we can play our friend on bottom, who is, let's be clear, walking all over us. I can just move her, right? Get rid of that. That's fine. Sure. Our guy for big hits is not attacking, but we can have Prince swing here. Divvy's Scourge must go. I will start the... Yeah, 92 is fine. Who gets this? Probably preferred. They have 1 each remaining. I'm going to self-ping on Reaper, and then he can swing. That's pretty decent. Sure. All right, fine. He eats. Good news. Dominion's Eye must be played. Jeer Mask is online, but I rolled the 50% on him, so I'm going to ping it out. An incredible roll, and then we get a swing. Great. I do think breathing fire is pretty cool here, if I'm being honest with you. Breathing fire is neat, huh? I'm a fan. We're gonna click breathing fire here. It's good. There's an argument to daze her here instead of taking 127 damage. Absolute truckload. I don't want this melee weakness getting procced by the Lifemother. So let's send it. She takes 300 on middle anyway. That's fine. Okay, we elevate her, the hidden pat, the little guy upstairs, which is great. I think we wish to self-ping with no Jeer Mask. There is a Jeer Mask. We must be cautious. So we ping out the Jeer Mask, then we Prince, and then we're chilling. Let's get rid of the Inferno. I think the Pyreball is probably worth clicking. Is it really? Good question. Doesn't matter. May as well daze upstairs. It doesn't change anything. I'll shoot her. Why not? It's fine. The regen is the real question. This is your breathe fire turn for sure. We have 2 long lashes that get sent. Then I can have him stab. Refresh it. Stab again. We feed upstairs. Great news. I play out random cards just to get rid of them. Looks like I am taking the 118 here no matter what. So, fair enough, I guess. I'm going to drop the tiresome climb. Okay, fine. You know, the Inferno did get its consume removed, so I guess it doesn't matter all that much. We do live, thank goodness. I managed to pull this off. I need to ping out the cursed Jeer Masks. This floor is rife with them. What's better here, huh? There's the strong argument that if I breathe fire, I clear them all. Right? It's pretty good. I do like that. Yeah, it's pretty good. And then I can swing here and have him swing again. I tell you what, Reaper plus Taskmaster's Leash is pretty good, right? Pretty good. We managed to clock Lifemother here pretty confidently. All right, good stuff. Cool. This was actually faster than our normal run would have been, even though I lost 35 minutes on the first run, which is terrible. But hey, we got there, and the run ended up being a reasonable length, so fair enough. I think we've learned an important lesson. That important lesson is Corrin, now that she's fixed, is the scariest combat boss in Ring 2. Just bar none. Hey, look, we unlocked Gurg's Goat. I forgot that was an unlockable. Go team. What else do we get? Dark Deal. Good card. There's Alpha Fiend. I knew we unlocked one of these guys eventually. Great. Win streak increased. Womp womp. We get Deimos. Very cool. Finally a Hellhorned Slay. We get Metamine 2. Silver fully unlocked. Excellent. Butterball 2. Oh, it gets Buffet. Neat. Mimic. Red Hot. Sarge. You know, an interesting thought here is I think Buffet actually might be worse, right? It's interesting because the Endless refreshes its health, whereas Buffet 2 means you have to eat it in order, and it can die, and then it doesn't get eaten on a turn. You see the problem? I get why this seems like a good upgrade, but it's actually not beneficial, interestingly. It's like technically beneficial if you miss the Endless, right? Which also makes it better in the early game, so maybe that's worthwhile, but that's something to think about. Deimos, your Pyre takes an additional 1 damage from all sources and gains revenge damage +1 next turn. This is one of those things that would make a lot more sense if Vengeful Shards still existed in the mode. It's kind of hard to generate self-pings right now unless you have a combo soul, right? But am I really going to start my souls with this combo? I don't know, probably not. Mimic 2 times. The next 2 times I use a Light Forge, extremely awesome. Red Hot's excellent. Gain explosive and 5 magic power. That's just bonkers. You put this on an attuned card and it just sends the entire floor to the Shadow Realm. Sarge 2, I mean, yeah, this speeds it up, right? And Metamind 2, I think, has it as well. Yeah, 2 upgrade slots per play. Whereas Sarge 2 is 2 upgrade slots and 20 health on Celebrate. This is starting to get more efficient, right? Because once you get 3 upgrade slots, and I guess it's what, plus 30, then you're starting to really cook, right? That's the point where this feels valuable, I think. Cool, good stuff. We mastered some things, whatever, great. Sure. Fill out the logbook, amazing, great. We move on to the run summary. So, okay, that first combat was the first run was eye-opening. We need to respect Mayra more since the bug fix. Acknowledged. You know, message heard, Shiny Shoe. Respect Mayra. It's interesting because Corrin is such a devastatingly powerful boss that just the risk of fighting Corrin on dutiful sentinels is horrifying. That combat in particular, right? The other one seems to have fewer units, or like the mix is a little less threatening. The one I fought, which is, where is it? Oh, it doesn't tell me. Favored Ascent, maybe? Is that it? No, that's, yeah, that's it. Favored Ascent. There's 2 combats here, right? Favored Ascent or Dutiful Sentinels. Dutiful Sentinels seems to be super scary. So I think you need to be more powerful when you walk into this, is what it kind of boils down to. And if you're not strong enough, you just get sent. And that's what happened in the first run. Otherwise, though, this is like Mecha Godzilla Shield Steward, and this guy completely slaps. I mean, look at him. He's crazy good. I rolled, what, Fragile once? That was kind of funny. But ultimately, this was awesome. This guy just tanked my floor and crushed. And yeah, very cool. Very fun to have a Shield Steward play such a core part of the run. Hothead remains incredible, just honestly fantastic. He's a 171, 176 at the end, and I picked up Grump early. So, I mean, think about this. With the action nerf is probably better in this particular instance where Strike wouldn't be triggering on his ability, and he would only do it once per turn. So he actually got more health out of this. I like this side grade. It's good. What else? Pyreball. Look, Holy Stone got buffed. That's awesome. We love to see that. I can just buy it on things now at long last. Incredible. Followers, I mean, this is like, what, Mecha Godzilla Steward and Killer Followers? Just a crazy run. What's the cooler part of this run? Is it the Killer Followers or the Mecha Godzilla Shield Steward? It's got to be the Mecha Godzilla Shield Steward. So that's probably what the run's going to be named after. But honestly, fantastic. Huge fan of how this played out in the end. Glad we got a run in before the 2-hour mark. So even though the episode is longer because of it, I'll leave it in. And fair enough. So, hey, thanks a lot for watching this. I really appreciate your time. As always, you can give the video a like if you want. You can subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. And stay tuned for what's next. Take care, folks.